Hi everybody. So today I'm going to show you something just a little bit easier. I'm going to make this little frog. You can make yours with a little added bow or a little added crown. I'm going to be showing you how to do both of these. These are the supplies that I'm going to be using, so pick the colors that you would like to use. I'm also going to use the loom to create the legs. So I hope you enjoy, and I'm going to get started. The first thing we're going to do is make the legs. I'm going to do one with you, and then you're going to pause the video and make 3 more. To do the legs, I'm going to be using the loom. You could do it with just your hook, but today I'm going to use the loom. So with your arrows facing down, we are going to start off with a single band, and you can place anywhere that you'd like to on the loom, starting at the top. Now with 5 single bands, you're going to stretch it, double it, and we're going to go down the loom 5 times. So single band, stretch, twist it, double it, and place it down the loom. Again. Again. And one more time. Now we're going to make the little fingers here. You can do this just with your hook. I'm going to use the bottom part of my loom. So I'm going to take a single band and double it and go down twice. 1 and 2. And now taking a single band, you're going to cap the end 4 times. So you're going to wrap it around the bottom peg 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to do this for the other 2. So just using the bottom anywhere, single band, doubled, and go down twice. 1, don't attach to the actual leg. 2, and a single band capped 4 times. So wrap it around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And one more. So just somewhere below, single band, doubled, and go down twice. You could fit 2 legs on this one loom at a time. Go down twice, and a single band wrapped 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here we have the leg and 3 of the fingers or the toes, whatever you want to call them. So now I'm going to loop up these 3 pieces, one at a time here. So I'm going to reach in at the bottom, and I'm going to move my cap band out of the way and grab my single band here. Because it's tight, what you want to do is reach in and grab it, and don't just go forward, your bands can snap. So you're just going to go around the peg, one side to the other, give it a stretch, and pull up. Again, around your peg and up. So this is 1. You could just reach in and remove it now off the loom, fixing your cap band up, and you're going to place it at the bottom peg of the leg. So I'm going to have one facing the right, the left, and the center. And now to do another one, reach in, move your cap band out of the way, and again, just slide around your peg and up. Reach in, grabbing this band, around your peg and up. I'm going to remove gently, and I'm going to place this one in the center, going down, and one more. Move the cap band out of the way, grab your band, slide around your peg and up. Reach in, around, and up. And remove. So reach in, and I'm going to place this on the opposite, to face the opposite way, and we're going to loop up the leg now. So you're going to reach in and move all these out of the way, and you're going to grab this band here, so you have the 2 loops. So you're going to reach in, move everything out of the way, and hold your little toes down, grab your band, go around your peg and up. Reach in, around and up, all the way to the top. Around. And now I'm ready to remove off the loom. So what I'm going to do is with my hook, you can just lift this up and then pull up just to the top here. Reach in with your hook and you want to remove it off the loom, but don't pull it here because this is just a single band. With your fingers, and then you can give it a little pull. So just pause the video, rewind if you have to, and you want a total of 4. You can just take it off your hook and it will just stay nicely. Round 1, I'm going to do 5 single crochets in the magic ring, and I'm going to be using my loom. You're going to want to turn your loom upside down, and we're just going to use a bottom peg. You're going to take a single band and wrap it around 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to bring 5 bands through one at a time. So with your hook, reach in and bring your first band through. Grab the other end as if you're doing a slip knot and bring your loop over. Bring it to the side. Go back in for your second band, bring it through, grab the end, and now you have the 3 loops. You want to bring these 2 bands over and bring it to the side. Go back in for your third band, attach it to your hook, bring it through, on your hook, and bring these 2 bands over. Bring it to the side. Go back in for your fourth, bring it through, same thing, repeat, 2 bands over, and bring it to the side. Go back in for your 5th band, bring it through, on your hook, and bring your 2 bands over. You want to use your stitch marker now and attach it to the band that's around your hook. Remove off the loom, and you want to move your bands around, and you should have 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one on your hook is your 5th. Round 2, what we're going to do is use 10 bands, and you're going to add 2 bands to each chain that's going around. So at the end of round 2, you'll have 10 stitches. So we're just increasing on every chain. So you want to go in your first chain, and you want to bring 1 band through. The two little loops here, that's your chain, so you're bringing it through. Grab the end and slide. You want to go back in that same chain with your second rubber band. Bring it through, on your hook, and you're going to slide right through these 2 loops. You're going to continue this all the way around, adding 2 bands to each chain. Slide and go back in, on your hook, and slide. Your next chain with 2. Go back in, the next, and your last chain where your stitch marker is. So right now you should have 10 stitches. Never start where your stitch marker is. For round 3, the pattern is 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. So you're doing 4 single crochets and 1 increase on your 5th chain. At the end of round 3, you will have 12 stitches. So before I get started, I'm just going to remove my stitch marker and add it to the band that's around my hook. And I'm going to go through the first 4 chains with 1 rubber band. The second with 1. 1. 1. 2. And repeat. So you're starting again, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 2. Back in. So you have 12 stitches. You want to remove your C-clip or your stitch marker and add it to the band that's around your hook. For round 4, we're going to increase now on every 6th stitch. So you're going to do 5 single crochets and 1 increase. You're going to repeat this twice, and where your stitch marker is, you're adding 2 rubber bands. So I'm just going to add 1 rubber band in the first 5 chains. 1, going around. This is our second chain with 1, our third with 1, our fourth chain with 1 band, fifth chain with 1 band, and now our sixth. You're adding the 2 bands. 1 at a time, go back in, and you're just going to repeat. I'm at my last chain, so I'm adding the 2 bands. So you should have 14 stitches now. I'm just going to count with you. Don't count what your C-clip is or your stitch marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 is on your hook. Remove your stitch marker. For round 5, we are going to increase this once on our 5th chain. We're going to be adding the eyes on chains 3 and chains 8. So just to get you through this pattern, it's 1 single crochet, 1, 1 with the eye, 1, and then 2. And then it's just 1 all the way till you hit your stitch marker. If you're using the bands for eyes, I'm going to do 1 with you. All you're going to do is the color that you choose, you're going to wrap it around your hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And slide this onto 1 single band. Remove off your hook, and there's your 1 eye. If you're using the beads, just pinch the band and slide it through. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to go in my first 2 chains with 1 band, not where it's getting pulled. This is my second chain with 1. And now my third chain, I'm adding 1 of the eyes. So grab the end, bring it through, grab the end, and slide. Now the 4th stitch with 1 band, and our 5th chain has 2 bands. So this is our 5th rubber band, back in, our 6th rubber band. So we just made 6 chains. So now this next chain is considered my 7th with 1 band. Now our 8th chain is the other eye. Now just continue around till you hit your stitch marker. My stitch marker fell off. So you want to remove your stitch marker and add it to the band that's around your hook, and you should have 15 stitches. For round 6, the pattern is 1, 1, 1, so 3 single crochets, 3 increases, and then 9 single crochets. Where your stitch marker is, you're adding 1 rubber band. So we're just increasing this round to 18 stitches. So I'm going to go in the first 3 chains with 1 band. Second with 1. The third with 1. And now chains 4, 5, and 6, you're adding 2 rubber bands. Go back in. The next with 2. Back in. And the next with 2. And now you're just going to go all the way around with 1 band. So you should have 18 stitches. Remove your stitch marker and add it to the band that's around your hook. For round 7, all we're going to do is add a single band to each chain around. So I have 18 bands because I have 18 stitches. We are adding the legs, so the top band is considered 1 stitch. We're adding the legs on chains 1 and chains 11. So I'm going to go through my first chain, not where it's getting pulled. I'm going to add the one leg now. So I'm going to grab the end and hold the other end of the band and bring it through on your hook and slide. Now we're just adding a band to each chain, and on the 11th we're adding the other leg. So I just added 6 bands, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So this is chain 7, chain 8, chain 9, chain 10, and chain 11. The other leg, grab the end. You want to support the other side of the band, bring it through on your hook and slide. Now just continue all the way around with 1 band in each chain. I don't like that band. You should still have 18 stitches. Remove your stitch marker. For round 8, all we're going to do is we're going to do 18 single crochets. So you're just adding 1 band to each chain around. So going in your first stitch, your first chain with one band. All the way till you hit your stitch marker. Remove your stitch marker and add it to the band. For round 9, we are going to decrease. So the pattern is going to be 4 single crochets, so 1, 1, 1, 1, 5 and 6 together. You're going to repeat this 3 times. At the end of round 9, you will have 15 stitches. So going in my first chain with 1. So I'm going to go on the first, I lost my stitches. I'm going to go on the first 4 chains with 1 band. Chain 2 with 1. Chain 3 with 1. Chain 4 with 1. So we're just going to do a decrease. So I'm going to take chains 5 and chain 6 and stitch together. And you're going to repeat 4 single crochets and then 1 decrease. 2, this is our third chain, our fourth chain, and now take chain 5 and 6 and stitch together. And you're going to repeat one more time. Five and 6 together. You have 15 stitches. Remove your stitch marker. For rounds 10 and 11, we're just going to single crochet in each chain around. So you're just adding 1 band to each chain. At the end of each round, you should have 15 stitches. I'm going to do round 10 with you, and then you're going to pause the video to complete round 11. So going in our first chain, not where it's getting pulled, with 1 rubber band. So 1 band in each chain. Remove your stitch marker. You want to pause the video now and complete round 11. For round 12, we're adding 1 band to each chain. That's going around. So I have 15 bands here. The legs counting as 1. We are adding the legs on chains 8 and chains 14. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to go in my first chain with 1. So my first, I'm going to go to 5. 1, 2, chain 3 with 1. So just adding 1 band in the first 5 chains. So now I'm going to do 6 and 7 with 1. So this is 6 and 7. And now I'm at chain 8. So I'm going to add the leg, grabbing the end, supporting the other end. You could hold it or put it around your finger, grab the end, and slide. So now I'm going to do chains 9, and this is 10. So I'm going to do 11, chain 11 with 1, chain 12, chain 13, and now 14, I'm going to add the other leg. Grab the end, support the other end on your hook, and slide. And now I have one more where my stitch marker is. This is 15. So you should have 15 stitches. Remove your stitch marker. For round 13, I'm going to decrease this round to 10 stitches. So the pattern is 1, 2, and 3 together. 1, 2, and 3 together. You're going to repeat this 5 times. At the end, we're going to be adding our stuffing. So going in my first chain with 1, take chains 2 and 3 and stitch together. Repeat 1, 2, and 3 together. And repeat 1, 2, and 3 together. Again, 1, 2, and 3 together. And the last. 1, 2, and 3 together. You want to remove your stitch marker. Now I'm just going to push my band up on my hook, and you want to add some stuffing. You don't want to add a lot, not only for adding too much, you see it coming through, but for this design, you don't want him as thick. You kind of just want him kind of like flat. I have an empty space here, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. And that should be okay. For round 14, I am going to decrease on every stitch. So I'm going to take 1 and 2 and stitch together. 1 and 2 and stitch together. You're going to repeat this 5 times. Your last band, you're going to do a slip knot to tie it closed. So I'm going to take chain 1 and chain 2 and stitch together. Repeat 1 and 2, stitch together. And again, so you're just going to do the same thing, try not to catch the stuffing, all the way till you hit your stitch marker. and I'm catching all the stuffing. One and two together. One and two. I'm just going to remove the stitch marker. And you're going to bring your last band through all of the loops that are on your hook. Grab the end and slide. Now you're just going to take your your slip knot here and hide it. And if you don't have any of the stuffing here, just with your hook, you can move the stuffing around. I'm going to hide this slip knot a little bit better. And now to fix the legs up, what we're going to do is I'm going to bend the back towards the back and the front. So what I'm going to do is from where here, 1, 2, and 3, this is the front. I'm just going to take these loops here on the side and bend them towards the front. And the same thing. 1, 2, and 3. Just bending the sides here. And I'm going to do that towards the back. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just going to grab these little loops here. One, 2, and 3. And now I'm going to show you how to do the crown or the little bow. So I'm going to do 15 single crochets to make the crown in the magic ring. So I'm going to use the bottom part of my loom. You can do a half crown, so you can see it's only half, or a full one. So if you wanted to add this one, if you're making a girl and want to do a little half one, it's up to you. Just an idea. So I'm going to take my single band and I'm going to double it around 2 of the bottom pegs. So just twice. Now I'm going to bring 15 rubber bands through, one at a time. So just as we would normally do, the magic ring, grab your band, bring your loop over and bring it to the side. As you're bringing your bands through, you want to make sure that you're bringing the bands to the side. So you're just bringing the 2 loops over, bring it to the side. 2 loops, bring it to the side, and just keep turning. Just take your time. You want to make sure that these are starting to turn to the other side, just so you have more room to work with. And you can remove off the loom. So you should have 15 stitches. And just move your bands around so that they're nice and neat. So I have 10 of each color. I'm doing the bottom part yellow and just the top parts orange. Again, pick the colors that you like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in my first chain with one yellow rubber band. And I'm going to bring it through my chain and on my hook. What I'm going to do is bring this middle band over now. So you could slide it with your hook, but I'm just going to use my finger to slide it like that. This is what I have so far. Now with my next color, my orange, I'm going to wrap this around my hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to slide an orange band through all of the loops that are on my hook. Support, pinch, slide, and you're going to slide it through these 2 loops now. And you're going to slide. So you're going to take the next 2 chains and stitch together. So not where your bands are, you're going to go through, this would be chain 2 and chain 3, and you're going to stitch together, and I'm going to use a yellow to match my bottom. And you're going to slide through the chains on your hook and just slide. So we're going to do this one again. So going in my next chain with a yellow band through the chain on your hook. And you're going to bring your middle band over. Now we're going to take this band and wrap it around 4 times. Just how this is exactly what it looks like when you're done, like one of the eyes that you made. So you're just taking your band and wrap 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're going to bring an orange band or your color through all of the loops that are on your hook. Pinch, slide, slide, on your hook, and basically a little slip knot. So you're going to take your next 2 chains and stitch together. I'm going to use the yellow to match the bottom, slide it through your chains, grab the end, and just slide. Let's repeat. So our next chain with a yellow band, you're going to bring that middle loop over again. You're going to take a single band and wrap it around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're going to take your band, slide it through all of the loops that are on your hook. Grab the end, and slide. Now take the next 2 chains and stitch together. I'm going to use my yellow band and bring it through all of the loops that are on your hook. Oh, sorry, grab the other end and then slide. My apologies. Now we're going to repeat this process again. This step, go through your next chain, bring your yellow band through on your hook, and bring your middle band over. I'm going to take my band and wrap it around my hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. My single band, you're going to bring all the bands that are around your hook through, grab your end, and slide. The next 2 chains, we're going to stitch together. Grab your band and bring it through all of the chains on your hook and slide. We're going to make another one of these. So at any point in time, if you wanted to make that half crown, all you have to do is do a little slip knot now. So just with a band and do a little slip knot, and then you have a half. Now we're going to go through our next chain. Bring your yellow band through the chain on your hook and bring your middle band over. Take a single band, wrap it around your hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to take a single band, bring all the loops over, grab the end, and slide. So now you're going to see one visible chain left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hook through that chain, and I'm going to actually go through this little chain right here where we started, and we're going to stitch together. So I'm going to bring my last band through all of the loops that are on my hook, and I'm going to do a slip knot. Grab the end and tie off. And the little crown, you're just going to pull all your little bands that you wrapped 4 times. And pull them up. And this is what you should have. If you wanted to make the little bow, all I did was take 3 bands, and I'm going to use the bottom part of my loom and the 2 pegs. And you're going to bring this band through the bottom, so with your hook, grab the end, grab the other end, and bring your loop over. Don't pull too hard right now. You want to remove it off the loom and remove the other side. And then you can give it a little tug. Now to attach the crown or the bow, I'm going to use 2 of my body color for the crown, and I'm just going to fix them up a bit. For the bow, all I did was go through one of the loops here, grab the end, bring it through, and just bring it over. And then you can give it a little twist and bring it back over again. And there's the little bow. I'm going to take it off. For the crown, I'm going to hide this slip knot now. I'm going to go through the back here, bring the little slip knot through because I'm not going to use this, and you can just bring it through again and hide it. So you want to find your placement, and you can fix up the crown after. You want to find your placement of where you want to have it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a slip knot. I'm going to tie the crown to the body. So what I'm going to do is, if I'm going to have it right here, I'm going to go through the body, one little stitch here, one chain, grab the end of the crown here, and you're going to bring a band through. Grab the end and do a slip knot. And I'm going to do one on the other side. So through the body, grab the end of the crown, the bottom, and bring a band through. Grab the end and tie it off. And now you can fix it up. Find your placement if you want to have it to the side or the middle, and then you can just hide your little slip knots by going through the body. And the other one. And you might have to hide that other slip knot and bring it through again. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed Looming with Cheryl. Please subscribe down below. I have a lot more designs to load, and I will see you next time with another. Bye for now.